So Natalie Redding from Namaste Farms sent me this scrap box and I'm going to make something out of it. So I'm going to open it here. I feel like I need to be dressed up for this. So let's get hair and makeup going. Whew. Okay, I think I'm ready to pick out some makeup. And now a little of this. Now I think I'm gonna do, because I know she sent me some feathers, or it was based on, the reference image was based on some really beautiful black and iridescent feathers. We're gonna do a black lipstick, with a green reflect. So I'm gonna use the Vice top coats over a matte black. So let's see here. And a little bit of holographic green. Oh, my lips are sweaty. It's hot, yo, and I'm in my underwear. That is fucking pretty. I am now ready to see what is in this package. I feel like I'm the spirit of what I'm about to see. So, I don't know. I'm all about hair and makeup on top of loving anything glittery or pretty. So we will cut into this. I really didn't open it ahead of time. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I love this color. Do you see this? It's like the most perfect blue-green. And oh my god, this is great. Look at these feathers and iridescent purple beads. Let's see. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, so we've got our beautiful blue-green locks, opalescent purple Angelina, a little bit of, I think these are silk thrums, some feathers, and these gorgeous purple beads, and some fun little bits of novelty thread. So I think what we need to do is make a bat to go with this. I'm going to take a jet black merino base and mix in some silk, both Tussa silk and mulberry, Firestar, silk noil, and this beautiful silk lap that I dyed that's a really deep green, but it looks brighter on camera. So here we have our bat. It is sparkly like a geode. I think this is so fun. This is going to be amazing. So I'm going to use this Zing String, which is hand-tied semi-precious stones to a cotton for the ply thread. In the finished garment, I don't know if it's going to be a cardigan or a shawl, but I got these awesome rooster feather trims and some ostrich feathers for the center points. And I'm going to spin this up right now. So we got our batt all nice and stripped up. We got our locks ready to go. And I'm going to be doing some auto wrapping with a purple thread. This is my very favorite core for core spinning, worsted weight acrylic, and it actually unplies as you spin over it, and it just creates a really nice, thick, bouncy yarn. Okay, so the way I like to attach the core is I spin about 1.5 yards of just a regular single, and then I loop it through a little triangle hole, and then I core spin at a 90-degree angle over it, like so. And now it's nice and locked in. That's not going to go anywhere. So the reason I love using, a worsted weight acrylic is because it just gives it a really soft, puffy core, as opposed to, cotton crochet thread where it won't attach well and this will slide up, or a mohair thread which will grab the wool nicely, but you end up losing a lot of the batt. When you use a fat core and a thin layer of wool, you can really stretch your batt a long way. And it's also got a lot more bounce than with a mohair thread, so that's what I like to do. And then see how I have these 2 fingers right here? And I'm just rolling rolling the fiber on, and then I twist it when I see a pretty color that I want to make sure goes to the outside. And I tension it like this, so I hold here, draft, treadle to let it roll on, pinch, draft, roll, pinch, draft, roll. And then you get this really nice, even, marled yarn. So now we're going to take our locks, and what I like to do is grab one from the base. So this is the cut end and this is the tip, right? We want to take the cut end, split it about till you have 3 inches left, and then I'll take, at a 90-degree angle, the previous fiber, take a little bit of this, roll this on over it, and then I just core spin, and I leave this little tip out. And then we grab our batt and we roll over the end there so it's nice and secure. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to come off with time, and you have a completely invisible join right here. So this is how I like to incorporate locks in with a batt. Now we're going to take this beautiful sparkly purple thread and we're going to do an overwrap. What that means is I'm going to mate this to the core, and we're going to spin over it to lock it in place. Maybe like 6 inches is good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that thread out to the front, and it's naturally, as you can see, going to wrap over while I spin. So I'm just going to take a little handful of fluff and keep spinning, and it's going to wrap around organically. And I want to do a little thread wrapping around this section with Natalie's locks, because when we go back to ply it, the look is so unique and so pretty. Okay, so we're going to be taking this Zing String from Mango Moon and tying the yarn a little knot right here. And now I'm going to take this, my leader, and tie these together. Now, when I ply against something that's fairly unstable, like this is not got a lot of tensile strength, so you want to take the draw off your wheel so that it's just pulling in enough to wrap onto the bobbin. Okay, So I've got one on the left-hand side and one on the right-hand side, depending on which hand of a spinner you are. We're going to ply it to the left. Now I like a bubbly crepe type ply. So what I like to do is hold the ply in my left hand and let the yarn wrap on over the right. Hold on, I'm going to switch these because they are going from the wrong direction. Okay, so let's get that back on there. See, if you ply it like this, it's not got the texture of if you let it go on at a 90-degree angle. We're not trying to do a super coil. We just want a nice bubbly texture to the yarn. So we're going to get through with that. Remember how earlier I was talking about the overwrapped sections? When we go back to ply them, it makes a really interesting effect. There you have it. And this lovely thing is the end result. It is glittering, it is opulent. I think Natalie did a wonderful job at picking all these awesome elements to add to it. And my lipstick matches. I hope you can see that. Here's a little close-up with the flash on. It's really vivid and deep, and the little beads, you can see them in here. They look fantastic. So I used the beads from Natalie as well as the Zing String. Fantastic. So hope you enjoyed that. If you want to come see me at one of my classes, I'll be at Yarn Club at the end of the month, as well as Alex Creates Studio in Harlem and Stephen B at the end of September.